Well, hello there, and welcome back to our channel. This is Colin,
And my name is Paul.
and together we are
Uh, Very popular yung singer. Ang pangalan ay, the name is
Jed Madela.
Madela. So we're seeing Jed Madela today at the Saban Fair. Um,
At being a non-Filipino, I don't know a lot of the music, but I do know a lot of the singers, and I have heard Jed many times, and I really like his voice, so I'm really anxious to see his concert.
Learned to know that Jed Madela is a good singer. I've seen him on YouTube and on what was the show that I usually watch?
Showtime.
At the Showtime on Channel 2. So alam ko he's a galing talaga siyang singer. And in fact, speaking of Starbucks,
we actually saw Jed.
we met him
Last Saturday when we were going to the Pantages for Miss Saigon. We were at Starbucks.
We were at Starbucks on Hollywood and Vine, and somebody walked in out of Uber.
Who walked in? Who walked in?
It was Jed.
It was Jed.
Madela. Of course, I recognize him.
And so we after he got his coffee,
We talked a little bit.
a little bit, and we told him that hey, we're going to go see his concert in a few days on Saturday, and here we are.
And he was there also to watch Miss Saigon. So. It was nice.
So that was cool.
I didn't get a chance to get a picture. Actually, nahiya ako magpa-picture. Kasi mahiyain ako. Shy.
But it was cool anyway, and that's something we can at least say that we did.
So in a few minutes, we're gonna go to see him at a concert. Ang front act nga pala is Lani Misalucha.
Good singer.
Oo, he's a very good singer. Marami pang iba na, I think may mga side singers, and most of them are locally, I think, here in the US. So I got new singers, but we're gonna see them. I know it's gonna be a great time because knowing how Filipino concerts are and the type of music, it always appeals to me because I'm Filipino.
And as a non-Filipino, well, a Filipino at heart,
Yeah.
I really like Filipino music as well. So as I said, I'm really looking forward to that, and to hear Lani as well. Oh my goodness, she's one of the big divas, just belter singer, and just extraordinary voice as well. So it's going to be a fabulous concert.
So, that's it. Kaya samahan nyo kami sa pagpanood kay Jed Madela.
So we'll see you in a little bit, and we'll tell you all about it.
Paalam! And here he is, the only white guy among Filipinos.
What can I say? But I'm still going to enjoy it.
He's out of his comfort zone
I'm out
here.
of my comfort zone, but hey.
But here is the Saban Theater. Looks kind of like
The Pantages a
Pantages,
little bit.
but a little more ostentatious, and I would call it gaudy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
All right, we'll go ahead and take our seats and watch some. I'm prepared to be wowed by the vocals of Mr. Jed Madela
Yes.
and Lani Misalucha.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye. Hey everybody, we're back.
Hello.
Remember last night? Last night we went to that really awesome concert with the Filipino singer Jed Madela.
And Lani Misalucha. They're really excellent singers.
Boy, what a concert that was.
We are actually wowed by their voices. I don't expect anything less from them. So I'm just glad that they really have the A game.
Oh, absolutely. What chops he had, and the voice he had. Very powerful singer. Very powerful singer.
And the songs, of course, attracts more Filipinos. As they were saying at the concert, Filipinos love really emotional love story music kind of thing. We call it ma-emote in Tagalog because we love emotional songs, and they did all those songs. It's beautiful.
Oh, it was gorgeous. Even for someone like myself, a non-Filipino, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. There was a good balance between songs in Tagalog as well as in English. I may not understand the words, but the one thing I do understand is the emotion behind the words, the emotion behind what's being sung, and it really touches me. I really love it.
So we're actually gonna give a part 2 of this video, so you can actually watch some of the excerpts from the concert itself. You know, one thing that you will notice is that while people are watching the concert, you have cell phones actually recording them at the same time, and they didn't really care too much. They know it's gonna happen. That's how when productions are like Filipino artists coming to the US, I think they allow recording of the video. Some of them are actually recording and live streaming from.
Probably are. One thing which I thought was really super cool is at the end of the concert, you know, there was a lot of reprises. He actually, as part of his reprise numbers, went down into the audience, kept on singing, was taking selfies, was doing meet and greets, and still singing, and still went back up on stage to finish his numbers. It was just made such a personal connection.
Yeah, towards the end, it feels like a dance party afterwards.
Yeah, it was. It was
I didn't record that, but because I was dancing with them. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Me too.
So we enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did. And it was a long concert too. It was
about
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
And it was power packed. It was power packed. But you know, one thing that I kind of noticed that was a little different for me to understand a little bit is the credits. You know, before the concert starts, you know, you have screen up in front, you know, giving thank you to all the gold members and bronze and all the people who sponsored them, which is cool. But then before the concert actually started, which was 30 minutes
late. It's the Filipino time.
We're going to have to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But then, when they were just before getting ready to start, the announcer went back through all those credits again.
There was a litany of names and all the sponsors.
And not just the sponsors, the companies, but the people in the company itself.
I was
the owner, the manager, everybody.
Yeah, I was explaining to Colin that's how kind of the Filipinos love having their names mentioned. In all this stuff. If you actually watch TV shows like the variety shows, they would always say, "Oh, thank you to my hairdresser and thank you for my makeup," and they would always say their names, and that's just how. Right. I think being Filipino myself, we love our names being mentioned over and over again.
So you had the screen, and then you had the announcer, and then
Jed Madela has to thank them personally as well.
Yeah, at the intermission, and then at the end they did it again. It's like, oh please, we get it.
And it's not just saying, oh, thank you to Island Pacific, No, it would thank you to Island Pacific and the general manager, so and so. You know,
And the floor manager and the person taking your money and
they would have just to actually mention the name.
It was different, but okay.
It's something I'm used to. I'm Filipino. I grew up in the Philippines, but for Colin, it's kind of
Having been
off-putting for him. So like,
Well-
why are they doing this over and over and over and over again?
I mean, having been to a lot of American concerts in my time, it's like, okay, I get it at the beginning and maybe at the end, but it's like it's over. It's like, really? Okay, we get it, really. But anyway, it is what it is. It didn't take away from the concert from me. It was just a no experience. So what is this Filipino time anyway?
Okay, you notice at the very start when we first walked in, I told you the concert time is supposed to be at 7 o'clock, and I told Colin, I'm gonna bet you it's not gonna start at 7:10, it's not gonna start at 7:15, it's not gonna start at 7:20.
It started at 7:30.
And I was right.
Yeah, he was.
At 7:35.
Yeah, he was.
And actually, when we were there, at about 7:10, they're still fixing the.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like they're about ready to
stage.
start and they're still working with it. Like, really?
It's Filipino time. Always kind of grand entrance, kind of late, which to most non-Filipinos doesn't know that. They're very prompt, and I would have to explain to him he's cool. He's my husband. He has no choice. But I must explain to him. Actually, it's not really good to have that as an excuse all the time when there are Filipino gatherings that we are not on time. It's just, I don't know what brought that culture in us.
Well, do you know what I think it is, in thinking about it a little bit, is that in the Western cultures, the United States and so on, we're so driven as a society by the clock, by time. And I think in Filipino culture,
We're more laid back.
Well, it's not about the time. It's about enjoying the time that you're there and not being constrained by you have to be here on this time and leave at this time and this has to happen. I think it's more let's just enjoy the overall thing. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree. But still, it's kind of like not a very good practice. To be honest,
annoying, but you just
you.
It's supposed to start at 7, but it starts at 7:30. We actually left the parking lot at the theater at 11. You had some people that came from a very far distance away, so in a way the timing does make a bit of a difference because they might have a very long commute.
Yeah, some of them actually, when we're talking, some of them were from
San Diego.
They drove all the way from San Diego, to Beverly Hills in LA. We're gonna have part 2 of these. You can watch some of the clips of some amazing singing.
Please do see it. You're going to see Jed. You're going to see Lonnie. You're going to see some duets between the two of them. I'm telling you, it was just great. Oh, did you have a great guy too? He is, huh?
Yeah.
So, and this was his 15-year
anniversary. He's
anniversary
been
as
15 years as a
recording
artist,
entertainer. So, it was special for us and to be part of that.
All right, guys. So if you enjoy this video that we did about the concert for Jed Madela,
please give us a thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment if you want, English or Tagalog.
Yes.
And remember, we're going to be doing a part 2 of some of the actual shows. So please do tune into the part 2.
As always, we say,
dream,
explore,
and discover.
So click on that.
We did it backwards.
Click on the part 2 so you can see some of the excellent singing.
All right.